Hi YouTube, RepoMan64. I'm going to try something new tonight. I accidentally posted a test, but I'm going to try to do it through this program and then move it over into YouTube. So what I wanted to talk about is I tried to put together a couple of people tonight for you, and we could talk about these dates that are coming up and their significance. And the 3 dates that are popping up, and all 3 are very significant. There is, I believe, Ken Potter. And by the way, on Discord, if you'll download the app, Discord, it's free. And in the comment section, if you'll ask me to join Discord, I will send you a link on your comment that says I'd like to join your Discord. It's a free app. It's just like Facebook, but we get in there and all of us are working together trying to figure this out. And I got very fortunate to get Ken Potter in there, and he has an extremely unique way to get to a date, which is awesome. I believe God's roadmap to the end he references as being a guy that's working with him as well. Jaco, I might be saying that wrong. I apologize if I am. Then you have the return of the king. He has the God angle. Then we have the date I think it is, and I think you'll be surprised by how it works out. Jay Justified. Now I'm giving you all the names of their YouTubes, and I'd really like to see you go subscribe to them. As a watcher, you're a watcher. As a watcher, you are supposed to watch. You're supposed to, let me see if I can move my screen up here because I'm looking at, oh, I can't move it. Okay. Anyway, you are supposed to watch. Jesus, or the Bible, commands us to watch. That's what we're supposed to do. What are you watching for? Unless a bunch of people are putting dates out here and trying to figure this thing out, really, what would you be watching for? Why would you be watching? You have just a whole group of wonderful people out here who are putting their necks on the line to try to figure this out for you. And you're here because you're interested. I have 1,400 followers now. Hi everybody, thank you for subscribing. But I put out a video with an exact date stating that I thought it was going to happen on, I think it was April 29th, and I got 10,000 hits. People are hungry. People want to know. People are watching, and with all my heart and every fiber of my being, I am trying to figure this out, not only for you, but for me. And I watch all these people's videos. I want you to go follow Ken Potter, Kenpotter, Ken Potter. He's got a bunch of wonderful videos out. God's Roadmap to the End, Jaco. I saw you might have seen it too, a live stream between Jaco, Ken Potter, and Aaron over at Got a Minute. They had an awesome thing that they put together, and I think you should go watch that. The Return of the King. His is really cool. He came out with, he believes it's going to be May 17th. He's calling it the God Angle, I think it is. God Triangle, the God Angle, I'm not sure, but he's come to this date because of the way the sun is going to line up at a particular time on the 17th of May. Really cool. Go watch that. None of us are saying to sell everything and walk outside. Like I always say, it's not tie a rope around my ankle and walk into the Holy of Holies on that one day a year where I better be right or I die. Confidence. But man, I'll tell you what, I've been watching this stuff for 30 years. I remember the first date in 1988. I believe it was Harold Camping that came out with 88 Reasons for 88. And he also came out with 1994. And he finally came out with May 21st of 2011. Here we are, coming up on May 21st of 2021. What if he read Psalms 90:10 and he read the 70 years part, but didn't pay attention to the 80-year part? So I'm going to be on here tomorrow, I hope with Ken, definitely with Jared. So I want to keep talking. You got the Return of the King. He's got the God angle. And you've got Jay Justified. He's starting to put up some more videos. And his latest video brings him to a date as well. I don't want to talk about that date as much. But I will tell you that Harold Camping, I believe, hit the nail on the head 10 years ago when he said May 21st of 2011. That's the date I'm looking at. I'm not saying that's going to happen on that date. You got May 17th from the Return of the King, and from Ken Potter and God's Roadmap to the End, you've got May 26th. They have their own really, really awesome, unique reasons why these are all very important dates. And the one thing I've noticed after watching this stuff for over 30 years and trying to figure this out myself is that the dates are getting closer and closer and closer, just like birth pangs, just like a woman going into labor. These dates are getting closer and closer and closer. It used to be years between each date, and then it was months between each date, and now it's literally days in between each date. The next thing we're going to be discussing is what hour he's going to return. I have an hour, and I have a date that I believe is going to be myself. And we're going to discuss that tomorrow with, and Jay Justified. That's his channel. You definitely need to go over there and subscribe to him. Subscribing helps him. The more subscribers he has, the more it unlocks YouTube. Every time we get to a new milestone, new things unlock, giving us the ability to give you better quality videos and more fun stuff. So go subscribe to Jay Justified and watch his latest video. I think he's on to something big there. I was absolutely floored by what he said, and it's very important. Now, I want to go back and talk about Harold Camping. I was there on May 21st of 2011. I had been listening to Harold Camping for a few years talk about that date. I believed it so much that I used to drive semi for the post office, and in the dirt on the back of the trailer, I would get a wet paper towel and I would write in the dirt, not doing any damage to the truck. I didn't do that, but I washed out 521 on it to alert everybody to pay attention to 521. Isn't it amazing that here we are 10 years later and that date just pops back up for me? And Jay Justified found it. And when he showed it to him, I was like, wow. And you know what they did to Harold Camping back in the day? If any of you remember him, they really trashed him out. They was really mean to him. And I don't think it's, for me, I mean, I really wanted it to happen, but I don't think it's a good thing to do that, you know, to a watcher, because that's called mocking and scoffing. We're supposed to be watching, trying to figure this out. And if we find something and we didn't tell you and it happened and you weren't ready, that would be worse than for you to be looking at something and praying and asking God for forgiveness and having Him come into your heart and watching the change begin in your life. I personally believe that all of these dates were super important, and each one of these dates drove a new group of people to their knees and accepted the Lord and have changed their lives as a result. So I love these dates, and I will always watch for these dates. I don't know if I can share my screen. I'm doing this by myself. I don't have Jared on here, but I'm going to try. I don't know if you can see that. I wonder where, and I'm sure I'm going to mess this up. There's a share screen thing down. I believe I'm sharing the screen. So anyway, this is my Discord right here. Like I said, in the comment section down below, please put in that you'd like to be a part of the Discord. Go download the app. It's free, and then I will send you a link, or Jared will send you a link. He's a moderator on here as well, and he'll send you a link to get into the Discord as soon as you ask. Now, I played a little game. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I did it, man, I think I had 300 or 400 followers, or not followers, subscribers back then. Now I have over 1,400, and it's really growing fast. Everybody's hungry for this information. And I asked everyone, where are you from? I'm just dying to know where you're from. My analytics tell me that my age group, probably because of my age, is falling between 45 and, death, I guess 45 and older. That's the age group of the people that are subscribed to me. There's a lot of young people on here, but most people who are listening to me are around my age. I'm 56, so I'll get Jared on here and get that younger generation in here. I like to ask you where you're from. Just put it in there. I just want to know where we're reaching. Like I said, I can see the analytics. I know a lot of you are from foreign countries. It's awesome. I'm glad that this is reaching around the world. And just let it, the thing is, just get in there and tell me, not me, but tell us where you're from so that everybody in there can say, wow, this is, really getting out there, and you guys can introduce yourselves to each other. Join the Discord. Like I said, free app, and we'll put you in there. And what we do in there is we discuss all of these events. And as Discord grows, I'll create more rooms, because you can have these rooms right now. We have like 3 or 4 rooms for news and for dreams and visions. And we have a meeting room where we all just go in there and brainstorm on this stuff and try to understand it. And we got some great people in there that really are smart and know a lot of stuff. And when we say, well, what about this? They're like, nope, can't be because of that. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. So anyway, tomorrow I'm going to try to get Ken Potter, you're on notice, Ken Potter, on here, and Jay Justified on here with the 3 of us. And I really want to work on these 3 dates that we have, and let you decide. And at the end of the day, God's going to tell us. Amos 3:7, Revelations 3:3. At the end of the day, God is going to fire a shot over the bow, and He's going to let us know. I don't want to give too much away about what Jared has discovered. I think he's going to be able to tell it the best. But I can tell you, it's amazing how he came to that date that I knew of 10 years ago, and that's just absolutely, for me, a confirmation. And so we'll get in that tomorrow. And be ready, family. It's like you play it, like I don't play the lottery, okay, at all. I don't play it at all. But it would be like somebody who was like playing the lottery, and then you thought you were going to win and then you didn't. That's the thing with gambling, is that you actually think you're going to win. But then there's that one moment when you do, and you just finally, you're like, wow, it's right there. And I'm at that point right now. We are right there right now. It is time. So be ready for tomorrow. We're going to have one heck of a video, and we're going to put this together in a way that you can see it and understand it, and you'll be amazed at what's coming up. So remember, more importantly than all of this, the most important thing in your universe than anything that ever has happened to you in your life is that you read Matthew, I think it's 6:5 and 6. Go to a quiet place by yourself. You don't need to tell anybody, and nobody needs to know. Go in there and pray with all your heart, with everything in your soul, and ask God, Jesus, to come into your heart, the Holy Spirit, all 3 of them, come into your heart. Put away your sin. Put them on Jesus. He'll take them. That's why He went to the cross. That's why He went there, to take them. Don't bring anything to the table. You didn't do anything. He did it all. He's the man. He did it all. And when He comes back, He's going to run this planet the way it should be ran. And all these people who think they're in charge are going to learn what really in charge is going to be. So I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. And Repo Man 64, I want you all to have an amazing night. Good night, family.